Good morning, everyone. How's everyone's Christmas Eve going? Goodness. If you're here right now, you better be celebrating, or you better have already finished celebrating with your family. And I will also be doing that shortly. So today's stream is just going to be something a little short and sweet. So, let's see here. It's okay. Don't worry, we have something a little special planned. Alright, and that. Perfect. And one more thing here. Hey, Duders! You doing good and chilling, Tony? Glad to hear it. But yeah, I don't think I've said it yet. Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh, goodness. Wait, no. It's freaking Christmas Eve. Today, we will be reading The Polar Express. I don't know who it was written by. Probably George Orwell or something. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Let's pull it up and get started. Alright. Well, maybe I should pull up the actual book first. I don't know. Can I even do that? We're getting a bedtime advertisement. That's the spirit of Christmas. Christmas consumerism. The Polar Bar or the Goober Express. You know this famous story, the Goober Express. Welcome back, Neko. Good to see you. Irene. No. I'm just gonna give it a couple minutes and then we'll get started. You're busy, so these things sounds good. Have a good celebration, daters. See you later. Merry Crimbus. Funny Crimbus. Okay. Alright. Unfocused, thank you so much for resubscribing. I really appreciate that. And Merry Christmas. It's good to see you again. I had a Doritos ad and now I want Doritos. Aww. Well, now you know what to ask Santa for Christmas. Goodness gracious. A Doritos ad, how silly. You must have been playing too much Call of Duty or something. I'm just finishing up my coffee. I hope you didn't hear me just completely slurp up that coffee. It's a little silly. Let's see. Better than League of Legends. Yeah, I stopped playing League quite a while ago, but I never really got into Call of Duty either. Yeah, my house is on fire. Unfortunately, my house is currently burning down. However, it does provide some well-needed holiday warmth. Okie dokie. Alright, pull up the story and we can get started. Maybe I should make this a little bigger. I'm gonna make this just a smidgen bigger. Welcome back, San. Merry Christmas. Baba Booey. Right. Here we go. Let's make it a tiny bit bigger. Well, I also don't want it to cover my face, so yeah, we'll just keep it over here, I think. You've been working on a Minecraft mod pack that I don't know will be good. Are you gifting a Minecraft mod pack for Christmas or something, you goober? Alright, let's get started. Random Neiman, welcome to the chat. So this is The Polar Express, written by Chris Van Allsburg. Get a little closer, so it's a bit more intimate. Welcome, Lenny. On Christmas Eve, many years ago, I lay quietly in my bed. I did not rustle the sheets. I breathed slowly and silently. I was listening for a sound a friend had told me I'd never hear. The ringing bells of Santa's sleigh. There is no Santa, my friend had insisted, but I knew he was wrong. Late that night, I did hear sounds, though not ringing bells. From outside came the sounds of hissing steam and squeaking metal. I looked through my window and saw a train standing perfectly still in front of my house. It was wrapped in an apron of steam. Snowflakes fell lightly around it. A conductor stood at the open door of one of the cars. He took a large pocket watch from his vest, then looked up at my window. I put on my slippers and robe. I tiptoed downstairs and out the door. "All aboard," the conductor cried out. I ran up to him. "Well," he said, "are you coming?" "Where?" I asked. "Why, to the North Pole, of course," was his answer. "This is the Polar Express." I took his outstretched hand and he pulled me aboard. I think I should show you guys the pictures for this one. Yeah. Hold on, let me see if I can pull this up. Okay. Actually, that's a bit too complicated. Instead, you can just stare at my goofy face while I read this. Welcome, Vega 6. Oh, that's one of Ori's emotes. That's lovely. This is not a bad time to come in. We're reading a bedtime story right now. Alright, now let me pick up where I left off. I lost it. I lost the Polar Express. Oh gosh, it's over. I freaking lost it. How did I lose it? How did I lose the whole freaking book? And right here? No. I lost it again. There it is. Perfect. You left off where the conductor cried out, "Gotcha." The train was filled with other children, all in their pajamas and nightgowns. We sang Christmas carols and ate candies with nougat centers as white as snow. We drank hot cocoa as thick and rich as melted chocolate bars. Outside, the lights of town and villages flickered in the distance as the Polar Express raced northward. Soon, there were no more lights to be seen. We traveled through cold, dark forests where lean wolves roamed and white-tailed rabbits hid from our train as it thundered through the quiet wilderness. We climbed mountains so high it seemed as if we would scrape the moon, but the Polar Express never slowed down. Faster and faster we ran along, rolling over peaks and through valleys like a car on a roller coaster. The mountains turned into hills, the hills to snow-covered plains. We crossed a barren desert of ice, the great polar ice cap. Lights appeared in the distance. They looked like the lights of a strange ocean liner sailing on a frozen sea. "There," said the conductor, "is the North Pole." The North Pole. It was a huge city standing alone at the top of the world, filled with factories where every Christmas toy was made. At first, we saw no elves. "They're gathering at the center of the city," the conductor told us. "That is where Santa will give the first gift of Christmas." "Who receives the first gift?" we all asked. The conductor answered, "He will choose one of you." "Look," shouted one of the children, "the elves." Outside we saw hundreds of elves as our train grew closer to the center of the North Pole. We slowed to a crawl. So crowded were the streets with Santa's helpers, when the Polar Express could go no farther. We stopped and the conductor led us outside. We pressed through the crowd to the edge of a large open circle. In front of us stood Santa's sleigh. The reindeer were excited. They pranced and paced, ringing the silver sleigh bells that hung from their harnesses. It was a magical sound, like nothing I'd ever heard. Across the circle, the elves moved apart and Santa Claus appeared. The elves cheered wildly. He marched over to us, pointing to me, and said, "Let's have this fellow here." He jumped into his sleigh. The conductor handed me up. I sat on Santa's knee and he asked, "Now, what would you like for Christmas?" I needed. What does Santa's voice sound like?
Does it sound like this? Ho ho ho, little child.
Or maybe Santa's a femboy. Or maybe Santa's a big giant man. Or maybe he sounds like Mickey Mouse.
What you like for Christmas, little boy? Oh.
I don't think Santa sounds like that. I knew that I could have any gift I could imagine, but the thing I wanted most for Christmas was not inside Santa's giant bag. What I wanted more than anything was one silver bell from Santa's sleigh. When I asked, Santa smiled. Then he gave me a hug and told me an elf to cut a bell from a reindeer's harness. The elf tossed it up to Santa. He stood, holding the bell high above him, and called out, "The first gift of Christmas!"
The first gift of Christmas! Ho ho ho! The first gift of Christmas! Ho ho ho!
The first gift of Christmas! Ho ho ho! A clock struck midnight as the elves roared their approval. Santa handed the bell to me, and I put it in my bathrobe pocket. The conductor helped me down from the sleigh. Santa shouted out the reindeers' names and cracked his whip. His team charged forward and climbed into the air. Santa circled once above us, then disappeared into the cold, dark polar sky. As soon as we were back inside the Polar Express, the other children asked to see the bell. I reached into my pocket, but the only thing I felt was a hole. I had lost the silver bell from Santa Claus's sleigh. "Let's hurry outside and look for it," one of the children said. But the train gave a sudden lurch and started moving. We were on our way home. It broke my heart to lose the bell. When the train reached my house, I sadly left the other children. I stood at my doorway and waved goodbye. The conductor said something from the moving train, but I couldn't hear him. What? I yelled out. He cupped his hands around his mouth. "Merry Christmas!" he shouted. The Polar Express let out a loud blast from its whistle and sped away. On Christmas morning, my little sister Sarah and I opened our presents. When it looked as if everything had been unwrapped, Sarah found one last small box behind the tree. It had my name on it. Inside was a silver bell. There was a note. Found this on a seat of my sleigh. Fix that hole in your pocket. Signed, Mr. C. I shook the bell. It made the most beautiful sound my sister and I had ever heard. But my mother said, "Oh, that's too bad." "Yes," said my father. "It's broken." When I'd shaken the bell, my parents had not heard a sound. At one time, most of my friends could hear the bell, but as years passed, it fell silent for all of them. Even Sarah found one Christmas that she could no longer hear its sweet sound. Though I've grown old, the bell still rings for me, as it does for all who truly believe. The end. And that was the Polar Express. Based, welcome back and thank you so much for subscribing. Alright. Drantikov? Thank you for following. Thank you so much for the resubscription. Merry Christmas. Alright. Can I get a refund on the bell? No, no refunds. I'm sorry. All sales final. Alright. Alright. And that was that actually. I hope you all enjoyed that little Christmas story. It went by faster. Went by faster than I thought. I remember this book being a little longer. Well, then again, maybe I'm just remembering the movie. The movie went kind of hard though, freaking drifting on ice and everything. They forgot that part in the book. The train drifted on the ice. You like the voices? I'm glad. Alright. But that's actually all I got planned for today. So, I'm gonna head off now. I hope you all enjoyed that. And I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas celebration with your friends and family. I know I will. So, take care everyone. Good night. Happy holidays. If it's nighttime where you are, sleep tight. Can I do a capybara impression before you go? There we go. Alright. Good night, everyone. Take care. Love ya and see you later. Bye, everyone. Bye, Winnie. Bye, Neko. Bye, Darvis. Bye, San. Bye, Winnie. Bye, Arashi. They're all so sweet. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Bye, Milk. Merry Christmas. Bye, Dees.